Hey, Tim's Workshop. Hey, today we're gonna work on the pressure washer that has been sitting around for quite a while, and I went to start it the other day and it wouldn't start. And I've dealt with this before, and there's an inline filter that I'm gonna open up and show you where it's at, and clean it and see if that's it. If not, you know, we'll go deeper into it, but we'll start with that inline filter first. I was surprised that it even had something like that, so probably a lot of you don't know about it either, so I'll share it with you. And if you like the video, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell, and leave me a like. Okay, let's tear this thing down and take a look. All right. There we go. So there's that inline filter. Let's pull it out. Well, it's really in there. So this is the inline filter right here, and it wouldn't start on me before, so what I did is I cleaned this thing out. So, put that back in there and put the fuel back in. Try it again. Just like that. Push this back up there. Just like that. Let's open the choke up. There we go. Well, unfortunately, it looks like gonna have to take the carburetor apart. That's just my small little kit that I use out here for lawnmower stuff. My bigger tools, my better tools are in the garage. But this works for this kind of stuff. So we know we have spark because when I put the starter fluid in, it kicked. And we know it has some fuel in it, but carburetor must be plugged. We'll soon find out, because we're going to open up the screw at the bottom of the float bowl. Looks like these bolts go all the way through the carburetor. And let's see this little wire here. Get that off. Looks like the gasket fell out. Okay, this is a breather right here. Let's get that off. Okay. Okay. Go. So this gasket goes on this side. The other gasket is still on. Okay. All right. And then okay. Let's take that bottom piece off. That 10 millimeter, yeah. Well. Wow. There we go. Well, it's full of fuel. Oh man, look at that. Look at the jelly. Oh yeah. Yep, that baby's clogged. Even though there was fuel in it. Well, that gasket, if I'm careful, I might be able to save that gasket. If not, I'll have to make a new one. There we go. Holy smokies. That looks pretty cruddy. All right. That'd be nasty. There we go. Well, I think what we'll do is we're gonna take the jet out of here. We're gonna take out the needle valve, and see. We'll clean everything we can clean. It looks like the floats right, nice and level. So I think the float's good. And we'll just hit all these little ports with the carb cleaner and put it back together and see if it'll work. So I'm gonna put this inside on my a portable workbench. I'll put it on my toolbox in there. All right, I'm gonna clean it out. Alrighty, well, let's find a good screwdriver here. Phillips. There we go. That one's going to be too big for that. I think I got a narrow one right here. Oh yeah, that'll work. Let's take this pin out for the float. Okay, let's take the float out. There's the needle pin. Okay, yeah, it's kind of nice. It just kind of slides in that groove there, just like that. It's different. And then the pin looks good. So that's not an issue. The inside of this looks okay, but I'm sure the passages are all screwed up. Let's take this jet out of the middle. Yeah, that's kind of gunked up. Got some green on it. It's completely clogged. You can't even see through it. Nope. So that's the problem right there. So we're going to clean all these little passages out. Yeah, we'll leave that one in. That screw there. I usually don't take stuff like that out because I don't think they're meant to come out. The thing that usually gets clogged is this center piece right there. Yeah. Let's try that. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now, see if we can clean this thing out, this jet. There we go. See that squirt out? Cool. Cool. Okay. Blow this stuff out. All right, now put the pin back on. Alrighty. Gross. Yeah, shoot a little bit more in there. Well, that looks good. All right, so I made a gasket. Okay. This is the old one here. It's broke. So what I did is I put this over the top of this gasket material and cut it out, and then cut the center out. Okay. And there we go. We have a gasket. Okay. Which fits this good. Just like that. Okay. Put it on here. Push this down. Make sure the little pieces aren't going to fall into the carburetor and clog it up. Okay. Then you make sure it's not interfering with the float. Looks good. Okay. Now put this back on. Okay. The gasket on this still looks good. I sprayed a little stuff on the threads and clean the threads off. Okay. And then tighten this back down. Don't go crazy on it. Okay. And when you put this back on, you watch for leaks. If it leaks a little bit, tighten it up just a little bit more. But I think it should be good. This material I got is Victor Renz, and the product is intended for use only in applications which are listed on the gasket catalog, which this is a fuel resistant high temp gasket material. I got plenty of it. You can see that'll last me for a long time. But I bought this at Napa, and along with hose clamps, you know, that I used on my Mercury. Smaller engines, you can get by with what's on there, like the little spring clamps and stuff like that, you know, where there's not a lot of pressure, fuel pressure going through there. But even my Yamaha, it was starting to leak a little bit, so I put some instead of those little spring clamps like you saw earlier on the video, I changed at least out the ones that I was having an issue with the screw clamps, which work better. So anyway, this is ready to install back on the pressure washer. So there we go. when you put this gasket on, make sure that this breather hole is in the right spot. There's a little channel here, right? So that's where you want it, right there. Okay. So then we'll put the carburetor. Can't do that yet. I gotta get the carburetor all hooked up here. So let's see. Let's get this one in first. Let's make sure we have it pointing the right direction first, okay? And then the spring, I guess we could get that in first. Okay, there's the spring. And then we'll get this in. And get that one in. Okay. And there we go. Okay, and then the fuel line. Okay, where's my screwdriver? There it is. A little squeeze spring clamp, whatever you call it. Get that on there. There we go. Okay. That looks good. Okay. Now let's get these bolts in there, which will keep this gasket in the right spot. Okay, just like that. Okay. Okay. Let's get these started in here. And get the breather hose on there. Yeah. Kind of a pain in the butt to put on. Breather hose on there. There we go. Get this wire started. There we go. Something's not right here. Something's not right. All right, let's see what's going on here. Oh. This is supposed to be on this side. No wonder I was fighting it. I'm going to take the fuel hose back off again. Get this out. There we go. Put it in the correct side. There we go. Okay, get this back up there. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Okay, then the vent hose back on again. And there we go. Get the wire on there. There we go. Oh yeah, that works. Okay. There we go. Little bushings. I have to make sure they're in the right spot. And being it's plastic and has gaskets, you don't want to over tighten it. Doop. Well, I'll go ahead and I'm fairly confident that this thing will start right up once it gets a fuel cycled in it. Let's see. Cool. All right. Wheel this outside, put some fuel in it. I think I already got fuel in it. Yep. All right, let's take this outside. All right, open the gas valve up. Turn it on, turn on the choke. So put this up behind my head, and that way it's not hanging in my way here. Yeah, let's try that. Yay! All right, so that's a wrap on the Simpson Honda 190 GVC pressure washer. The carburetor was clogged on it, so showed you how to go about getting that fixed, cleaned up, and so it starts running again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take it out and use the pressure washer on my truck. Get some dirt out of the back bed, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to make another video on fogging the pressure washer, emptying out the fuel tank, so this doesn't happen again. And I think the fogging lubricant that I use on my outboards, I think that'll work for just the general yard equipment as well. It says the Yamalube fogging oil says it works on 2-stroke and 4-stroke engines. The only thing that is not recommended on using it on is anything that's fuel injected. Yeah, you don't use it on it, and I don't think it's good for it, from what I've heard. Okay, but 2-stroke and 4-stroke carbureted motors and engines, that's you can use this fogging stuff on. So I'm going to use it on my yard equipment and see how that works as far as the next season, see if it starts right up and stuff like that. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, leave comments, and leave me a thumbs up, and hit that notification ding-a-ling bell. Thanks.